Hey guys, so before we begin with this part of the VOD, well, this is going to be going up for two parts. Um, you might notice a little bit of like flickering, like line breaking things with going on with the webcam. I did not notice. Well, I put in a different USB port because I was using the what I usually do for something else. But I didn't realize that until later on in the stream, and didn't didn't think that. So I did not know. I only noticed this during the One Piece segment, not the Blue Archive segment. So because I have Blue Archive full screen. So I didn't even was aware of it was a thing until One Piece. So I apologize for any webcam weirdness. Luckily, it didn't affect the game as far as I'm aware. But yeah, enjoy.
Alrighty. Hey there, guys. Oh, got to start my webcam. Double clicking thing. There we go. There's me. And there's low light conversation. Turned on. Alright. So, we're in some deep shit now in BA, aren't we? Sensei's been shot. The Eden Treaty has been literally taken over by I shouldn't say literally. Has been taken over by terrorists. I'm also starting. Okay. Oh, never mind. I'm also starting off One Piece right now too. There we go. Right. Ryu Sensei has been shot. The Eden Treaty has been taken over by Arius, who now proclaims themselves the guardians of the treaty. Nagisa and Sakurako are missing. Hina's in bad shape. Makoto's blowing up because she's an idiot. I had to bring him something funny. But yeah. Let us see where the story goes as we begin episode 10. Sweet Lies. Sensei, you're an outsider to Kavotos, so surely you understand the importance and promises such as contracts, deals, and other similar blunt bindings, correct? Have you ever heard the phrase, making a deal with the devil? History is full of tales of transcendental entities being defeated by the very promises they made. Hold on a minute. I need to get something up there real quick. Excellent, never mind. Sorry about that. Makes you think, doesn't it? A promise can bind you, control you, even define you, whether it's spoken or even on a scrap of paper. Contracts, commandments, promises. These are fundamentally important to the foundation of Kavotos, just like in Tales of Old. For example, Trinity scriptures tell of the 10 commandments our ancestors promised to keep with the divine. The text also tells us that, long ago, we were expelled from paradise for breaking that promise. You're already familiar with the power of a promise. You used it to save someone. For those of you that might forgot, or just not looking up at the playlist, if you're watching on YouTube, this is the shot I used for 1-2 part 2, that is Oshino's resignation letter. Recall what Gematria required of the Beto students. A contract. But once that contract was rendered invalid, Gematria had no choice but to retreat. This incident is similar. At its core, the Eden Treaty is an agreement between two academies. However, consider the special site in which it was to be held. Also evaluate the authority held by the representatives gathered to finalize the treaty. The Arya squad used these elements to twist the Eden Treaty into recreating the conditions of the First Council. Even the guardians of the original commandments, the Saint Justina Council, were brought forth via Mimesis. In other words, they twisted the contract and manipulated its outcome for their own gain. Much like how Gematria said adults should act. Isn't that right? Let me be clear. I know that because I've been observing them through your dreams. They're beyond my understanding, I'm afraid. Incomprehensible. But yes, Gematria are the ones backing Arius. Now Arius has a formidable army at their disposal that will not relent and cannot die. And they've done it under the name of the same paradise from which we were expelled, Eden. So it's a little shorter, so I'm not actually doing this day in that show. That looks like it hurt. So naive. Attacking without thinking. Have you lost your touch, Azusa? Guerrilla warfare is your specialty. Outwit and attack the enemy when they're at their most vulnerable. Are you foolish enough to think that you had a chance attacking me head on? Sorry. What have you done? What are you hoping to accomplish? How much time do we have? About 5 minutes. Both academies' reserve forces will have grasped the situation and arrived by then. That should be enough. Stand her up. You saved me the trouble finding you, Zusa. Your betrayal caused us to change our plans somewhat. But in the end, it was nothing we couldn't account for. I expected Mika to join us today. We have no use for that foolish girl anymore regardless. I did... Yeah, if you had the thought that maybe she would... That if Mika had won, they wouldn't have betrayed her. There you go. Nagisa was a threat, but even she didn't expect what would happen by simply attending the signing ceremony. Even the sister has been disposed of, an added bonus. So allow me to answer your questions. We've stolen the Eden Treaty. We dropped a cruise missile on the cathedral playing host to the ceremony, wiped out the zealots, and captured the treaty for ourselves. You seem confused. Did you forget, Azusa? We're entitled to represent Trinity. Consider this treaty the revival of the First Council, the time where all factions that would make up Trinity gathered, all except Arius. By reenacting that day, we still have authority. The treaty reads, when a dispute arises between Trinity and Gehenna, the dispute shall be resolved through the Eden Treaty Organization. All we did was add to that clause. It continues to say, an Arius Sally School shall act as said Eden Treaty Organization. That by itself wouldn't mean much. Well, if not for the commandments, that is. The Saint Justina Council. The guardians of the commandments in Trinity's legendary armed forces. To be exact, the ones before are just mimesses. but they'll carry out their sacred duty all the same. Any hostilities between Trinity and Gehenna we consider a violation of divine commandments, and we handle it accordingly. Now I understand. This attack was about eliminating the leaders of both academies or causing chaos. This was about revising the Eden Treaty and securing those mysterious soldiers. No, Atsuko. I can't go back. It's useless to try to win her over, Hime. This one's will is too stubborn to be broken so easily. That's right. There's been someone by her side encouraging that stubbornness, hasn't there? A wicked adult that distorts the truth of this world and has filled your head with lies. But now they've been dealt with, we can begin re-educating you slowly from the very beginning. There's no rush. What have you done to Sensei? You seem to be enjoying yourself at Trinity. Were you having fun? Did you take a liking to those people and think that they understood you? How futile. We're the only ones who could ever understand you. We're the only ones who would accept the real you. This is where you belong. You've averted your eyes from the truth and been blinded by it. Nothing but sweet lies. Your weakness is to blame for your defeat. Do you wish to stop us? Then destroy my halo, Azusa. The commandments will last for eternity so long as we, the arbiters of this treaty, still exist. There's no other way to stop us. But ask yourself, are you truly capable of that? You failed your mission to destroy Seiya's halo. You did your best to wash your hands of the matter. You even tried to deceive us. But in the end, you don't have what it takes. It's only a matter of time before we find Seiya again and finish what you couldn't. What is this? A stuffed animal? Azusa, still trying to run away? That was one of the Tea Party support unit's artillery leader. Just on quicker than expected. We're taking fire from 50mm mortars in the other direction as well. Those must be Prefect Team Grenadiers. Also responded quicker than expected, even with Hina indisposed. Gehenna's betrayed us. Defeat them and save the wounded. Visibility improving. Gehenna Grenadiers spotted up ahead. How dare they lay a finger on the head, Prefect? They must pay for this. Vival Trinity's forces saved the president. Yes, you do notice a little bit an injured sprite for Akko. I actually forgot about this. I legit forgot that they made one for Akko. Support units, seek out and aid the wounded. Without you, Senior Administrator, you're wounded. Never mind me. All that matters is finding and securing the head prefect. I've confirmed Gehenna and the Tea Party's reserve forces standing outside the cathedral have also begun to move. Both Academy's armored divisions will be here soon. Azusa. We can deal with her later, leader. What are your orders? We secure the council. Next is Trinity. We use the underground passageways to infiltrate their campus. Okay. Even if it's just for a time, Azusa came to call that place home. She sought to replace where she came from with those delusions. I'll erase it. There won't be a single trace left. That's what she gets for treachery, huh? You've infiltrated Trinity's undergrounds before during attacks on Seiya and Nagisa. That should be simple enough. As for Gehenna, they can be dealt with at a later time. No threat without Hina. I have no objections, leader. I suggest we wait here until that wooden doll secures the tactical weapon we promised. We can deal with the tanks and reserve forces in the meantime. I suppose that would be for the best. Let's show them who they're dealing with. Welcome, Trinity, the originators of our suffering and compatible recreants for the pits of Gehenna.
We're gonna fight him here after all? That's gonna be tough. Really tough. I guess there's no getting around that, huh? Hear my words, Council. Follow the orders of the ETO and eliminate these heretics.
Not you, Mickey.
Who are they? Are these ghosts? Ah.
Aggravated Confusion, Part 1.
Wait, you mustn't leave campus grounds. Gehenna's going to attack. We have to do something. Oh no. Things are in utter disarray. Hanako, make up work club. Oh, Mari's safe. Mari?
It is you, Mari. I'm glad you're safe.
You just missed it. Some of the Tea Party's radical followers just issue mobilization orders. They're conscripting students. What? They shouldn't have that authority. What's going on? Sakurako is also missing. The only person who responds to this crisis is you, Hanako. But there's something Hanako. Hey, you, over there. You're one of ours, correct? An emergency draft has been issued. Report to the club room immediately. Who? Me? But the president and vice president are missing. We have to hurry. But Go. There are people who need both of you. I'll continue looking for Azusa. Are you sure? But Hifumi? I'll be fine. In fact, Azusa might just come back on her own. I'll contact you as soon as I see her. Okay, I'll see you later. Understood. Let's be off, Mari. Yes. Azusa, what the heck is going on? A sudden explosion at the Eden Treaty signing ceremonies left everything surrounding the cathedral in utter chaos. Just what happened when... I tried to warn you, Nagi. There was no other way for things to go. This is the kind of world we live in. It is what it is, just as Seiya said. Yeah, we even need to have a shot of the fucking Chronos girls. A sudden explosion in Eden Treaty signing ceremonies left everything surrounding the cathedral in utter chaos. The two Academy's security forces are now advancing upon the cathedral. We don't have a visual from here, but the sound of gunfire and explosions means fighting is broken out. The number of casualties and extent of the damage have yet to be confirmed, and... breaking news! The Tea Party has called an urgent meeting at Trinity. We're now getting word that the Pandemonium Society has done the same at Gehenna. Our two academies are preparing to declare a state of emergency. Shion, don't you think that we retreat too? Good thinking, Mai. Our broadcast will continue once we made it to a safe distance. Has the cause of the explosion been found? Where's Sakurako? How many were injured? Has no one heard from Nagisa? President Tsurugi and Vice President Sumi are still unaccounted for. What is sister's mobilization orders? We may have to declare martial law at this rate. Suspicious activity has been reported at Tea Party headquarters. Representatives from each faction are beginning to gather there. The sisters that were put on standby at the cathedral are now engaging Gehenna's forces, awaiting orders. Then our focus must be Saki Hina. Everyone, please calm down. Urawa Hanako, what is it you want? Let me take things from here at Sakurako's request. What was that? She's speaking the truth. Sakurako asked that Hanako take command should anything happen to her. I can vouch for that. Even if those are Sakurako's orders, she's still an outsider.
We don't have time for that. A temporary chain of command needs to be established in the absence of all Tea Party hosts, or else Trinity will collapse from the top down. This is the flaw with the Trinitive system. With all 3 hosts gone, chaos is beginning to reign. Excuse me. The different factions each member used to keep in check are going rampant. Our top priority is to regain control and calm the situation. Understood. If this is what Sakurako wanted, yes, no objections. Let's hurry and establish the chain of command. Then, do what you can to stop the skirmishes that are broken out. Take care to evacuate any wounded you find. Our forces will also need to gather every bit of information from their surroundings, including eyewitness testimony along the way. I know I said testimony. I correct myself. A riot is broken out at Building 14. The Pater faction is heading to Tea Party HQ to demand martial law be declared as we speak. Already? Please contact the Justice Task Force. We need to be in touch with the next command in case of Tsurugi and Hisumi's absence. No, wait. They're likely in their chaos as well. How many forces do we have available right now? I really made your 180 from the I want to walk around in a swimsuit that Hanako that we saw in chapters 1 and 2. Huh. We received a request for reinforcements at Building 14 from Tea Party officer. Okay, damn it. Weren't we ordered to head straight to the cathedral? Now the sister is contacting us. What should we do? Now it's not time to follow orders from other organizations. Our top priority is to save President Tsurugi and Vice President Hisumi. We're also receiving reports from members that have been dispatched around the city. Excuse me. What am I supposed to do now? Hey, you! Don't just stand there. Get back to your position. Huh? My position? The contraband storage? What's one of Gehenna's vehicles doing here? It looks like an ambulance. Is the driver out of her mind? Didn't she realize the situation we're in? Stop her in her tracks. She's going to have to learn the hard way. I've come to transport someone who's been critically injured. Please clear the way. This is an emergency. Injured? Who cares about Gehenna's wounded? Please stop. Remedial Knights? You know better than attack the ambulance carrying the wounded. We aren't going to stand back and allow that. You'll have to go through us first. Captain Mine would be so disappointed in the situation if she were here. Captain Remedial Knights. You mean the same Mine that destroys everything and has her knights pick up the pieces? That's who you're threatening us with? It isn't like that. The captain doesn't mean to do any harm. She's just a little anachronistic is all. More like delusional. What do we do now? I think mentioning the captain backfired. I'll say, I knew the captain's reputation preceded her, but I didn't know it had gone this bad. She's always saying things like it's more effective to remove the cause of wound than treat it. Hey, back up! Come closer, you're getting an ejection. Blast grenade incoming. My eyes! I can't see! I think I'm gonna pass out. Everything's spinning. What's going on? Hi, Suzumi. Ready for your 5 minutes? Oh, Mickey wants out. Give me a minute. That's enough. The vigilante crew won't overlook such arrogant disturbances in peace. The vigilante crew? Suzumi, I owe you, Remedial Knights, for all the help you've given me. The wounded deserve to be cared for, regardless of their affiliation. Vigilante crew. Here they even clash with just the task force when they have to. It's even crazier than the Remedial Knights. We don't have time for this. Let's get out of here. You finally left. Thanks for all the help, Suzumi. You saved us. Not at all. It's only natural for Vigilante helping the peace ring disturbed. Suzumi, this is it. It's Vigilante Crew's time to shine. I, Ozawa Racer, Ace of Vigilante Crew, and I don't know all should join. I don't know, shall join you. Sorry about that. I should go check on the others before they get carried away. Wait, Suzumi. Too late. There she goes, with gone like the wind like always. I should be thanking you, Remedial Knights. Oh, right. Don't mention it. That emblem means you're from Gehenna's Medical Emergency Club, right? I bring a patient to Trinity's main building. Could the patient side be from Trinity? No. It's Sensei. What? Sensei? Correct. Sensei suffered a gunshot wound. What? I do want to say something, but I want to save it for the end of this. What's Sensei's condition? Sensei is currently being treated in Remedial Knights Infirmary. They lost a lot of blood according to one member, but the wound has been treated. Will Sensei be alright? Yes, the Knights believe so. The injury isn't life-threatening, but the patient remains unconscious. Sensei. Projectile analysis is complete. We discovered that the weapon that struck the cathedral lacked a ramjet engine. That's impossible. How could Gehenna have gotten their hands on a weapon unlike anything else in Kivotos? I'm tracking the launch location now. Was it fired from their campus? No. The location is... I can't pinpoint exactly, but it unquestionably came from within the Trinity district. We're receiving the restored camera footage from the explosion now. It's consistent with reports from our forces currently engaging Gehenna at the cathedral. I'll play it now. We didn't see much of anything. What am I looking at? Are these what Sensei and the others were fighting against? Those outfits. It's the Saint Justina Council. What? Wanna go? The Council, the Eden Treaty, and the attacks on the Tea Party. The Arya Squad, the First Council, the Cathedral, the launch point, the timing of the coup, the catacombs, the rumors about the theme park, the location of Arya's district, the Guardians to Commandments, the Eden Treaty, Eden, Paradise. Monaco, are you okay? I may have an idea. It relies on making several assumptions, but if my theory is correct, we may already be too late. Huh? It will only be a matter of time before Trinity and Gehenna disappear from the Kivotos if things continue like this. Just as Arius did after the First Council. Side beyond reach. Interesting. Monaco is a smart girl. She was able to discern the truth with what little information she had. She understood the circumstances, the culprit, and in fact she has no means to stop it. It's tragic. Monaco realized all of this just as she was growing to appreciate Trinity. She's not the only one who's arrived at the truth. Ifumi received a message while searching for Azusa. It was a text that only contained coordinates, a time, and an animal name as code word. Peculiar, but Ifumi must have realized who the sender was. Azusa? It's me. Where are you? I came like you told me to. Are you there, Azusa? Please answer me. Azusa? Ifumi. Where have you been? The entire district is in panic right now. I know. Azusa? Someone has to put a stop to this. What do you mean? What's wrong? Azusa? Don't come any closer. Thank you, Hifumi. But this is goodbye. You mustn't come any closer. One more step. One more step, you'll be somewhere where students don't belong. This is where I belong, not you. Azusa? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you saying that I'm not good enough? Is that what you mean? This place isn't for a normal girl like you, Hifumi. But Azusa? Murderer. Can you be friends with the murderer? What are you saying? Murder? You won't do something like that. It's my fault. I'm responsible for what happened to Sensei. Everyone is suffering because of me. The Justice Task Force, the Tea Party, the Sisterhood, even the students from Gehenna. Sei is comatose, the city's being destroyed, and it's all my fault. It's only a matter of time for you, Hanako, and Koharu will be in danger too. Don't say that. It's not your fault. Everything will be okay. Sensei's gonna wake up soon. I just know it. Ifumi. The real world isn't full of happy endings. I have to go now. I must destroy Salari's halo. There's no other way to end this. You can't be serious. There must be another way. I'm not gonna. You might think, oh, hey, since she put the mask on, I'm just gonna put my mask on my mouth or my no. It's because of the seriousness of the situation. That's why I haven't really been given a little bit of side commentary a lot, except for the thing about Suzumi. But that's like, this is not a let's crack jokes type moment. This is serious. I'm a killer. That's what I was trained to be. I was taught to kill as though we're natural as breathing. This is the real me. I don't belong in the world you're from, Hifumi. That isn't true. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for treating me so kindly. Thank you for the gift you gave me. Thank you for taking me to the beach and for the memories we made that day. This scene is when I realized that events are canon. This scene. Because remember, this was Summer Sky's wish list. Thank you for showing me there's beauty in the world. I'm happy I could learn and grow. Alongside you and the Makeup Work Lab. I had no idea learning could be fun, so fun. I'll never forget those days we spent together and the things we learned. I'm grateful I had the opportunity to be a real student. Goodbye, Hifumi. Care.
Azusa, please don't go. There has to be another way. I'm sure Sensei and the others will. Azusa, promise we all go to the beach together next time. We still need to see the debut of Pierrot's new anime. Hey, you can't leave me like this. Azusa! I do want to jump back to the jumped here because I do want to give a little bit of a talk. If you in One Piece fans can kind of easily see this a little bit as Robin talking with Sanji and Chopper in Water 7 before she takes off. It's kind of the same thing. And honestly, I didn't say this before. I think I might have said this before, but I don't know. 1, 2 feels a little bit like the Arlong Park arc for One Piece. 3 feels like Water 7. And with that said, we move on to A Light in the Darkness. That must be it. Attacked weapon. Just a monster. The failure made from the Doctrine of Antiquity? You mean that doll, Hime? You're making this difficult. It's a failure, but it fits the role of tactical weapon nonetheless. They should have figured out everything by now. The Identity Council, tactical weapon, and our next objective. No matter. It's too late for them to do anything. Contact units on standby. It's time to advance upon Trinity. Now, where to come? Leader. What's wrong? How much time has passed since we were last here? About 3 hours. It's her. She's here. Her? You mean Azusa? A trap? But when did she... There's more of them. Don't move. They're only meant to disorient us. I accidentally clicked. She's trying to outwit us. Azusa will strike when we're most vulnerable. We must remain calm. She set up tied ones too. We have to get out of here. Hiyori! Damn it. I'm sorry. It hurts so much. Why must life always be suffering? Hiyori was the first target. She wanted to deal with a potential sniper. Does that mean she plans to make this a close quarters fight? Grenade from above.
Stop hiding, Shirasu Azusa. Do you think you can run? Wait, leader. Chasing after her is exactly what she wants. Try to stop her. Hime, how's Shiori? Let's see. Then we're in for a long battle. Zeus is this determined. That sounds like the leader's weapon. Must have started. There's no other choice. We should be going. You can't escape. Clever. You know you can't defeat me head on, Azusa. This is why your only option is to run. Your only hope is to take me by surprise. Around next corner should be. Atsuko. I won't. Azusa! Hold, leader. We're only going in circles. It would be easier to summon the council to deal with this. The council will only intervene in the conflict between Trinity and Gehenna. They may not acknowledge Azusa as a Trinity student. Really? That's rather inconvenient. They still may recognize her as part of Squad. Just the commandments themselves are up to interpretation. It's only natural in position we gain and have some disadvantages. Yes, that's why we had to settle this on our own. I've taught her everything she knows, the way she thinks, the way she fights. I'm the best one suited to defeat her. Let's keep up the pursuit. I'll try the opposite direction. You pick a different path too. Was that an earthquake? No, it couldn't be. The entire floor? You set this trap. The entire floor is collapsing. Run! Can't move. Azusa! Sure wish you could see this battle, huh? Check me. A valiant effort, but this is the end of the line. I know how you fight, how you think, how you move. Resisting was futile from the very beginning. How long? How long did Arius have that cruise missile? When did you gain control of those mysterious soldiers? Even that bomb capable of shattering a halo shouldn't have been possible. Do you understand why you were defeated, Azusa? It's because you're weak. What do you think qualifies someone to be a killer? It's obvious, isn't it? They must have the intent to kill. The scriptures say the first murder was carried out with a single stone. Now do you get it? It doesn't matter what tool you use, as long as you have the intent to kill. That is what matters. Whether it's a missile or a stone, they're only tools to carry out our own animosity. Nothing more, nothing less. Sorry. Where does that hatred come from? That hatred was only distilled to meet Arius. So where does it come from? Whose is it? Futile. You're weak, Shirasu Azusa. Your weakness is a disease that binds and gnaws at you. Just like that stuffed animal you can't let go of, even now. The first gift you ever received from a friend. Futile. 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 I've already said the 5 once, okay? I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. It's futile, Shirasu Susa. Friendship, it's nothing but futility and something to be done away with. Her name was Shifumi, was it? Stand aside, Hime. I'm holding back. I know her limits. Running again, are you? She got away. Well, no matter. She'll be back. She dropped this thing that's supposed to symbolize their friendship. I have no doubt she'll be back for it. Why am I so sure? Because an insect that finds light in the darkness becomes unable to live without it. This worthless thing is her light. It's the hope that keeping her going. She won't give up so easily. Azusa will have no choice but to return. And when she does, I'll capture her and remind her of the truth of this world. By force, if I must. Is there something inside of it? Say operation? Hime, run! Sorry, Hifumi. So sorry. Now there's no turning back. Goodbye, everyone. I'm sorry. I can't really do cry on command, so I didn't want to do the stream. Because honestly it would be nearing the it would nearly be a sobbing cry stream, and I can't, like I said, I can't cry on command. Right. This is where all that struggling has led to. I warned Azusa that this would be the outcome, but she clung on to hope nonetheless. It's time I told you the end of the story. The conclusion. This is the ending where everything is in vain, and delving deeper only lead to more suffering. The climax is a story where one person is forced to kill another, where they must become a murderer. It's a story meant to make you uncomfortable, uneasy, and leave you unhappy. Gloomy, sad, painful, and ultimately bitter. But entirely truthful. That's the essence of this tale. Do you remember, Sensei, what you said in response to Fifth Koan? You have to believe in paradise, and you have to put trust in others. This is the result of that trust. What's a paradox to begin with? The Eden Treaty being promised to put an end to hatred once and for all. That simply is impossible. Ironically, the treaty bears the name Paradise. General Student Council President always did have an unpalpable sense of humor. You've witnessed it yourself. Hatred between Gehenna and the Trinity. Arius' deep-seated animosity? The treaty bearing the name of a paradise that cannot be proven was signed, driven by the Iran Corps. A fitting end for those of us who were exiled from paradise, don't you think? I get it now, Seiya. You don't know what happens next either, do you? No, because there's no point knowing. What happens next is like an epilogue after the ending. Knowing will only lead to more sadness and suffering. I'm confused then. What is there to get, Sensei? You're afraid of finding out what happens after. What makes you think that? That's why you're hiding your dreams and won't wake up. I'm not. Sensei, what are you saying? It was nice seeing you, but I have to go. There's somewhere else I need to be. What? You're going back? Stop. Unlike me, your body hasn't fully recovered. Even if you manage to wake up now, nothing will change. That's what I foresee. It's the truth of the world, as told by the 7 Cohens. I'm not interested in proving paradise, and I don't care about the Cohens' riddles. Are you denying the 7 Cohens? But why? The existence of paradise is life's ultimate question. If its existence can't be proven, then nothing can be. Are you trying to say that you still believe in paradise? You can't prove it, but you can choose to have blind faith that it exists. Can we prove anyone has ever reached paradise? The question isn't really about proving the existence of paradise, but simply a Cohen about the nature of faith. Is that what you're implying? Sorry, my students are waiting for me. See you later, Seiya. Wait, Sensei. There's still one more thing I must ask you. Faith alone won't change anything. It won't stop your prayers from falling on deaf ears. Where's the rationale that faith can change the world? I hate that they've used this for basically our thing, but it's like, ugh. If you believe that your bikini bottoms are panties, then they're panties. Panties? I'm not sure I follow. What did that do with bikini bottoms? Is this some kind of Cohen? I've never heard of this one before. So that's how it is. You intend to see the epilogue after all, Sensei. Leaving me here, reading my dreams. Perhaps you're right. Maybe I am afraid of finding out what happens next. What's on the next page? Must I see the story all the way to the end? I suppose that's my duty. Very well, Sensei. Even if it's a gloomy, sad, painful, and ultimately bitter story, I will see it through to the end. I'm gonna put up the intermission because I want to see the information for this next part. Actually, I'm gonna jump to face cam real quick. So I do want to explain. Basically, what I'm going to do is, if I dub this next part worthy to continue this, this will be the last bit. But if you don't see any more after me talking right now, then I did decide to end it there, and I'm cutting this part. So we will be jumping to One Piece after what you see next, either the outro or this next part. So I'm going to leave this on intermission, and I'm going to keep the thing quiet just so I know hey, I'm going to cut here. So I don't want to say be right back because I'm going to be cutting, but yeah, be right back. Okay. This is going to be good. Okay. We are going to be covering this next bit. I'm probably going to be cutting that bit of silence, but we will be cutting this next bit because this is going to be good. This is going to be a good way to end this. I just want to check something. Azusa, you turned the gift you cherished as much as your life into a murder weapon. The bomb that was meant to destroy my halo. You still had it all this time. Hime, you finally get to see her face. Hime! However, Saori is still alive. Her wounds may be grave, but she lived. Because Atsuko protected her. Hime, get a hold of yourself! Atsuko, the one they refer to as Hime. She must be precious to Saori. The royal blood strength has weakened. Could she be dead? I can't have my experiments disrupted. The Communio Sanctorum is not yet ready. Perhaps I was mistaken. She had already taken precautions. Such is the course of one with precious royal blood. So be it. I shall overlook this minor disruption. I suppose it's the least I could do for an associate. The experiment continues. Hime, are you okay? Thank goodness. She won't get away with this. Azusa, how dare you hurt Hime? You'll pay for this, Azusa! And I don't mean to be going kind of deep when I do the graphics for Saori. Granted, that's you guys listening to me just doing a default voice too. So, Atsuko is still alive. Yet I have little doubt that bomb would have destroyed my halo. Even wounded Saori, despite her being shielded from the brunt of it. Perhaps Atsuko's halo has its own guardian angel. Regardless, this is sure to throw a wrench in Arius' squad's plans. Their all-out assault on Trinity has been delayed, and their hold on the council has been weakened. The fighting at the cathedral is also slowing down. It will be possible to search and rescue the wounded with the two sides at a stalemate. As for Azusa, this new turn of events may use her to spare, if only slightly. Another wounded spotted, requesting transport. This way, bring the stretcher. Over there, there's another person. We rescued the Pandemonium Society members that were aboard the airship that crashed into the lake. Sheriff Makoto was among the recovered. Lake. The chair is a lucky woman. We'll take care of the transportation. Continue your rescue efforts. Place any more you find into intensive care units. Yes, ma'am. Also, this is kind of the only time we see medical emergency club Mob-chans. We will barely, if not ever, see them again. What of the prefect team? Senior Administrator Akko remains in command. The head prefect suffered serious injuries and is still unconscious. Head prefect supported you in treating more than any of us. Nothing. Please continue as you were. The storm is coming. Hurry. The Justice Task Force President Tsurugi is seriously injured, and Vice President Hisumi is in critical condition. Sakurako is also in bad shape. The Remedial Knights Infirmary is full, so we're transporting them to empty rooms in the old library. No, Sakurako. What about Nagisa? We're still searching for her. Emergency. Radical Tea Party followers are preparing to declare war on Gehenna. What? We can't allow that to happen. Especially not now. It's just a task force. They're marching on the cathedral. One of our units is doing their best to stop them. Huh? What? Tea Party's lower members was being told this array. We have to do something. The fighting needs to cease so we can put our focus into the rescue efforts. What do you mean the president disappeared? I mean, she was just lying here a moment ago. Find her. She couldn't have gone far. She's in no condition to be going anywhere with those injuries. Yes, ma'am. Listen, Hina. So the head prefix has vanished. Her heart has had to endure a lot. I hope it didn't break. Is its formal declaration prepared? It's ready. Good. Let's not wait a moment longer. I beg you, wait. Rawa Hanako, who let you in? Per Trinity bylaws, war cannot be declared without a proper Tea Party host. Didn't you see the footage? Gehenna is not our enemy. I don't have all the details yet, but I'm sure Arius are the ones behind what's happening. They were able to infiltrate the catacombs under the Trinity District. Arrest her. So you pledged your allegiance to Sisterhood after all. What? You're correct. We reviewed the footage. We identified those strange entities of the St. Justina Council. We also know the modern day ties the Sisterhood has with the Council. That's why we had no choice but to take the cathedral. You can stop playing detective now, Wawa Hanako. We've also confirmed the missile's launching point. It came from the cathedral ruins, an area controlled by the Sisterhood. Your assertion may be correct. It could be that Arius infiltrated our district through the catacombs below. That leads us to believe Arius and the Sisterhood were working together all along. It's not outside the realm of possibility, especially given how shrouded in mystery the Sisterhood keeps itself. That is why we, the Pater faction, have taken matters into our own hands. Don't tell me the rest of the Tea Party is. Correct. Bilious and St. faction members who opposed or reversed judgment regarding our actions have been placed in custody. This is a coup. Is it? You're getting that one Tea Party leader remains. Pater faction leader and Tea Party attendee Misono Mika. She released so that we can carry out on war against Gehenna, just as she wanted. Something tells me Mika didn't okay this. Right this way, Miss Mika. What will you do now, Azusa? You managed to save many others through resolve. You failed to abolish the council by voiding the commandments. Gehenna's Hina disappeared, and Trinity's Hanako has been arrested. Mika is even free now. Is this the ending you were fighting for? In the end, it truly was futile, fleeting and meaningless like a dream. No, not yet. Azusa? Now isn't the time to give up. You have to act. If you have time to feel sorry for yourself, then you have time to think of a solution. The next plan, the next goal, whatever comes next. I can't stop here. There has to be a way. The council has disappeared. Sari and Ochako are safe after all. No. Regardless of that, I have to keep moving. Sari must be stopped. There's no other way. Zusa, you still intend to fight? Even knowing it's all in vain, you still insist. Why? No. A battle is broken out. We have to respond. There's a riot in progress at Building 5. What should we do? Huh? Were you just playing Makeup Work Club? You haven't officially been cleared to return to duty yet, have you? What are you doing here? Well, we don't have time for this. Go to the containment block if you have nothing better to do. There should be something to keep you busy there. But Sorry, leader. Prepare to march on Trinity. We need more time. She's right. Hime is wounded and the council isn't doing so hot. We have no choice but to return to Cathedral and renew the commandments. Fine. We'll do as you said. Now, let's go. I said now! Please, Miss Mika, this way. Miss Mika, we're sorry for taking so long. You're free now. I see. Now I understand what must be going on. Are you all fans of mine or something? Have you come for my autograph? No, that's not it. Trinity's still in a state of emergency. I know. You're declared war on Gehenna, aren't you? That's too funny. Precisely. This is our opportunity to wipe Gehenna off the map. It's just as you wish, Miss Mika. We'll follow your orders. Please issue a command to prepare for battle throughout all of Trinity. You're right. I do hate Gehenna. I'm so flattered that you remembered. What of it? Is that all why you're acting like a bunch of crazed fanatics? Pardon me? It's kind of pathetic. Barging in here, appealing to my hatred, pleading with me to do your dirty work. Can you see how funny it is? Miss Mika, don't you think you're going over the line? Am I? Sorry if you're the one who's offended. It's like you said, I do hate Gehenna. So much that there are times where I'd like to burn them all like ants under a magnifying glass. You know what? Now it's in one of those times. Hear me? I don't feel like it. So why don't you all be good girls and just go home? You're wasting your time. You don't feel like it? How can you say something like that? This is a critical moment in Trinity's history. So what? It's wrong to force someone to do something they don't feel like doing, you know? It's just like my hatred for Gehenna. It's just because. There's no greater meaning or purpose behind it. So stop wasting your breath and mosey along. I'm not in the mood to deal with this. Find someone else to let you use their hate on your behalf. What'd you just say? Did I stutter? I'm telling you, it's stupid to need someone else to order you to carry out your own hate. That's not true. You harpy! This is thanks for getting for breaking you out of prison. Taking on the unarmed is a little unfair, don't you think? Okay, that one hurt. Know your place, or you're gonna lose your place in the tea party. Is this how you show gratitude, huh? What are you doing? And who are you? Bullying is illegal. She's totally outnumbered. I won't allow it. Say, you're awake. You shouldn't be moving yet. Where do you think you're going? Just on finding two, Sensei? That your students can remain just students? You shouldn't have to become things such as soldiers or killers. That's the kind of outcome you're fighting to prevent, isn't it? Because that's how things should be. It isn't that simple, Sensei. You're facing malice and distrust that dates back generations, practically an eternity. Then it's time someone put a stop to it. And that is where we're going to be ending. I'm not sure if next week we will be finishing this up, but depending on how far we get in the hour, we might just go to finish this off. But again, it's going to depend because, as you notice, when we reach 19, we have battles until 24. So it's going to depend. But yeah, this is where we're going to end. We've woken up from our shot. Hina's missing. Makoto and the rest of the Pandemonium Society have been recovered. Everyone is moving to their place. And I'm going to be moving to One Piece right now. I just kind of wanted to leave that just to be quiet.